Okay, so I am going to be reading God Sends Quail and Manna. And they journeyed from Elim, and all the congregation of the children of Israel came to the wilderness of Sin. I wonder if that's because they sinned. Which is between Elim and Sinai, on the 15th day of the second month after they departed from the land of Egypt. Then the whole congregation of the children of Israel complained against Moses and Aaron in the wilderness. And the children of Israel said to them, "Oh, that we had died by the hand of the Lord in the land of Egypt, when we sat by the pots of meat, and when we ate bread to the full. For you have brought us out into the wilderness to kill this whole assembly with hunger." Then the Lord said to Moses, "Behold, I will rain bread from heaven for you, and the people shall go out and gather a certain quota every day, that I may test them whether they will walk in my law or not." So he's going to see, are they going to do what they're supposed to do or not do what they're supposed to do? "And it shall be on the 6th day that they shall prepare what they bring in, and it shall be twice as much as they gather daily." Then Moses and Aaron said to all the children of Israel, "At evening you shall know that the Lord has brought you out of the land of Egypt. And in the morning you shall see the glory of the Lord, for he hears your complaints against the Lord. But what are we, that you complain against us?" Also Moses said, "This shall be seen when the Lord gives you meat to eat in the evening, and in the morning bread to the full. For the Lord hears your complaints which you make against him." So even though they're whining and complaining, God's still providing. "Now what are we? Your complaints are not against us, but against the Lord." Then Moses spoke to Aaron, "Say to all the congregation of the children of Israel, come near before the Lord, for he has heard your complaints."
I don't about God, really.
Yeah, me neither. I'm happy for what I have. I have a lot.
Yeah.
You know, somebody might look at this little house and be like, "Oh, you don't have that much," but you know what? I do. I got a roof over my head.
Like, I don't think it's that much, but I don't want really too big.
Yeah.
Besides, the more
I'd get
bigger
lost
you
in a
get-
big house. I'd
Well,
be like, "Where am
If I had a
I?"
big house and I knew where I was, then that would be easy.
Now it
This
came
is
to...
such a tiny house. I know everywhere in this house, except for the attic. I've never been there.
You want to check it out sometime?
Yeah. You know, my dad said, maybe when you're older, because you might break stuff, because there's lots of precious stuff in the attic.
Mom.
I think he's worried about you breaking yourself.
Why?
Mom,
Well,
look what
the
I
rickety
made
ladder
for
we used to
you.
have.
Look
you
what
know,
I
built it
made
like that.
for you.
Oh, I like it. It's a plane.
No,
What is it?
it's a charm.
Oh, I like it,
To me,
Charm.
it looks like a.
Thank you.
To me, it looks like a 3.
It's a
finger
little
hand.
tree I made. Charm tree.
I
Made
like
it
it.
myself.
Thank you. Now it came to pass, as Aaron spoke to the whole congregation of the children of Israel, that they looked forward to the wilderness, toward the wilderness, And behold, the glory of the Lord appeared in the cloud. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, "I have heard the complaints of the children of Israel. Speak to them, saying, at twilight you shall eat meat, and in the morning you shall be filled with bread. And you shall know that I am the Lord your God." So it was
He
that
always
quails...
says that. I am the Lord your God.
Yeah.
I am the Lord your God. I am
Yes.
the Lord your God. I am the Lord your God.
All right, I have a feeling that he's the Lord your God.
I know he is.
Quails came up at evening and covered the camp, and in the morning the dew lay all around the camp. And when the layer of dew lifted, there on the surface of the wilderness was a small round substance, as fine as frost on the ground. So when the children of Israel saw it, they said to one another, "What is it?" For they did not know what it was. And Moses said to them, "This is the bread which the Lord has given you to eat. This is the thing which the Lord has commanded. Let every man gather it according to each one's need. 1 omer for each person. According to the number of persons, let every man take for those who are in his tent." Then the children of Israel did so, and gathered some more, some less. Now, I was reading this really good book, and it was talking about the Old Testament, the New Testament, and all the different symbolisms that is Jesus. Like the bread in the wilderness, that's Jesus. Jesus said, I'm the bread of life. So when they measured it by omers, he who gathered much had nothing left over, and he who gathered little had no lack. Every man had gathered according to each one's need. And
You know
Moses
what I
said,
would do? You know what I would do? I would grab all of them, and then guess what? I would give one to one person, another to the other person, over and over, one to one person, until it's all done. Then I give another for me, and I spread it out equally.
Yeah.
For everyone.
Well, that's what they're doing. They're making sure everybody has enough for their household. If you've got a big household, then you need more, because you need to feed more people. If you have a small household, you don't need that much. Let no one leave any of it till morning. Notwithstanding, they did not heed Moses, but some of them left part of it until morning. See, people just don't listen. And it bred worms and stank. And Moses was angry with them. So he gathered it every morning, every man according to his need. And when the sun became hot, it melted. So it was on the 6th day that they gathered twice as much bread, 2 omers for each one. And all the rulers of the congregation came and told Moses. He said to them, This is what the Lord has said. Tomorrow is a Sabbath rest, holy Sabbath to the Lord. Bake what you will bake today, and boil what you will boil, and lay it for yourselves all that remains, to be kept until morning. So they laid it up till morning, as Moses commanded. And it did not stink, nor were there any worms in it. See, they learned the lesson. Then Moses said, Eat that today, for today is a Sabbath to the Lord. Today you will not find it in the field. 6 days you shall gather it, but on the 7th day, the Sabbath, there will be none. Now it happened that some of the people went out on the 7th day, gathered, but they found none. I wonder. And the Lord said to Moses, How long do you refuse to keep my commandments and my laws? See, the Lord has given you the Sabbath. Therefore he gives you on the 6th day bread for 2 days. Let every man remain in his place. Let no man go out of his place on the 7th day. So the people rested on the 7th day.
Is Dan a word?
Dan.
Yeah, Dan. Because
Dan is a name.
Yeah, Dan.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, this is saying Dan.
Okay, well then write it.
It's not saying dam, it's saying Dan. Because there's a thing called a dam where basically it holds the water, but this is saying dam. Because in cursive...
Well, they want you to learn how to write names on there too, probably. So, yeah, Dan, and then it has Dorothy. So, and the house of Israel called its name manna, and it was like white coriander seed, and the taste of it was like wafers made with honey. That sounds pretty yummy. Then Moses said, This is the thing which the Lord has commanded. Fill an omer with it to be kept for your generations, that they may see the bread with which I fed you in the wilderness, when I brought you out of the land of Egypt. And Moses said to Aaron, Take pot and an omer of manna in it.
Pot?
Take a pot, not like pot, like pot. Lay it up before the Lord to be kept for your generations. As the Lord commanded Moses, so Aaron laid it up before the testimony to be kept. And the children of Israel ate manna 40 years, until they came to an inhabited land.
Alright,
They ate manna until they came to the border, the land of Canaan. Now an omer is 1/10 of an ephah, which I don't know how much that is, but a certain kind of measurement. So anyway. But God provided, even when we complain and whine and moan and groan,
I had to put these
God is
things
still providing for
with
us.
these.
I mean, I can't stand complaining. When I hear people complain, it makes me so irritated
And it will
because
fly up.
I'm happy for what I have. I'm like, why on earth do people want to complain? I think it's stupid. We should be happy for
I
what we
made
have.
something for
Anyway.
mine and I made something for you.
Monica made this.
That's it. So y'all have a great day, all of y'all.
You might want to know
Thumbs up.
that Fendi is cool.